What's going on YouTube? Steve here, Raiken Profit. Testing out the new mobile functionality that they rolled out recently on YouTube. The ability to be able to live stream from your phone. Previously, I had to, in order to stream live from the phone, I had to use either Facebook or Periscope, or there was another app that I used that connected to YouTube, but there was always issues with the Wi-Fi. So just want to do a quick test with you guys. I am in Austin, Texas right now, and I'm outside taking a little morning walk, getting ready for the boys, Eric and Chris, to get going so we can hit the gym. Alan says you should be in Vegas. We're actually leaving to Vegas Sunday morning, about 6 in the morning. We're going to Vegas to the ASD wholesale trade show. So if anyone out there is watching and you're wondering, what's ASD, you might have heard it come up in some Facebook groups or whatnot, or just some conversations. It is, I forget what it stands for, but it's pretty much a trade show where all the different various wholesale manufacturers and companies come about to this one location in Vegas. I mean, thousands and thousands of companies within, the health industry, clothing, apparel, arts and crafts. I mean, there's tons of different genres and niches and just different things going on over there. So if you're interested in selling, wholesale, whether it's eBay or Amazon or Shopify, or the list goes on and on, it's definitely a cool experience. I've heard it's going to be my first time, so should be fun. We're going to get there Sunday, and we're going to be there till about Friday. So if you are at that event, be sure to say hello if you see me there. Let me see if I can figure out how to find the comments on here. Let's see. This is my first time doing this, so bear with me. I don't see the comments coming. I do see that there's 46 people watching live, 5 thumbs up, so appreciate that. Give me a thumbs up if you could hear me okay, and if you think the quality's decent. Again, this is more or less just a test. I know it's a little shaky right now. Let me see if I can flip the camera around, show you where I'm walking. I'm just taking a nice little walk. Ayrton, what's going on? Sunny, good to see ya. Just out and about, taking a nice little walk and enjoying the day. Is the live stream smooth? Is it good quality? Got some new shoes. Let me know, how does it all seem? Empire Jeff says ASD is cool to take in the information and some great speakers. I think it's gonna be awesome to be able to learn from others and get a better feel for how other sellers are approaching their business and their business models. So it should be fun, great networking experience. 10K a month on eBay. Who is that? That's isn't that Christopher Lynn? I believe that's you, man. You've been doing a great job on YouTube with the videos, and just been doing really well with the eBay and everything. So keep up the good work, man, if that's you. Coming up to somebody's house right now. Happy day. She is 18, so happy birthday, I'm assuming. Pretty cool little sign going on in the front yard. I'm gonna turn around. Cool. So yeah, big ups to YouTube. They are, they finally came around to the live stream, which I thought they would have gotten this down a little sooner, since Periscope was kicking ass, and then Facebook live stream came out, kind of kicked their butt. Now I think doesn't Instagram have live as well, I believe? But anyways, this whole social media thing is just amazing. It's great to be able to reach out and connect. And if you have a brand, right, if you're doing wholesale or a Shopify store, or even an eBay store, Amazon store, there's so many ways to market your business through social media, whether it's content marketing, email marketing, building leads through social, lead generation, just connecting with your audience, adding value. It's just amazing, guys. Super grateful for all the opportunities that are out there. So let me know, guys, in the comment section, where are you guys located in the country? I'm from Connecticut, which I'm sure you guys already know, but I'm in Austin, Texas right now. I'm walking around the Bonafide Hustlers hometown, and getting ready to go to Vegas for the ASD trade show event. North Texas, LA, Fort Worth, Texas. I've been over there. Fort Worth, Arlington, Texas. We had a lot of people in the mid-country, the West Coast. Is it Mesa, Arizona? I believe I've been there as well. The Bay Area, it's beautiful over there. San Jose, Seattle, Alabama, Toronto. So that's cool. It's really cool. I want to ask you guys a question. Right now in your business, what's your biggest challenge? I want to see what folks have to say in terms of what your biggest challenge is in your business. You know, for me, my biggest challenge right now, and this is something that I've definitely improved upon a lot over the last couple of years, but it's still a challenge to me. And you know, 10K on eBay, Christopher, he's got the same issue that I do, and it's in the same ballpark. He had mentioned time management, I see in the comments, and mine's along the same lines of time management and just balancing life in general. It's definitely a challenge for me, balancing my time, especially now that, you know, I'm getting really big into the fitness again. I hired a personal trainer. You know, I'm running multiple businesses, and I know a lot of you guys as well are in the same boat. You know, you might be selling on Craigslist, eBay, Amazon. Maybe you're hiring employees, you're trying to manage your employees, you're trying to scale your business. That's my biggest challenge that I'm dealing with right now. And the solution that I've come to when it comes to balancing and time management is things are always going to be off balance a bit. For me, trying to balance everything never seems to work. So my solution to that as of late is having focuses each day and not trying to accomplish too many things each day and just doing like decent and okay with like a bunch of tasks, but rather finding one or two things that are super important and just like demolishing it and just kicking ass that day with those one or two things. So really kind of niching down each day and having, you know, a couple main focuses and making sure that I take care of those before I get to, you know, some of the smaller tasks that don't really have a big impact on my life, whether it's in relationships, you know, business, finances, health, all that. So that's been kind of my biggest challenge right there. I know somebody had mentioned procrastination, which it's definitely something I've dealt with as well. Procrastination, you know, having something to do and then just overthinking it, overanalyzing it, making up excuses, saying you're gonna do it then, I'm gonna start that when I do this, and you never seem to get it done. So I definitely hear you. 10K says, I think discipline is freedom. Do what you want to do each day. And it kind of got cut off, I apologize, but I agree. Check out Buff Dudes for fitness videos. They're awesome and have a great YouTube channel. I think I've heard of them before. I think I've watched a couple videos. Yeah, that's what Tim Ferriss says. Yeah, if you haven't read Tim Ferriss's book, 4-Hour Work Week, that's huge. You know, I don't agree with everything in the book, but I think there's a lot of good points. And his latest book, which is more like a reference manual, it's huge. Tools of Titans, definitely a great book to check out if you're looking for a good read. And that book, Tools of Titans, talks about so many different things. So it's not one of those books, at least for me, where I sat down and I just read the whole thing. I just kind of skimmed through. Daniel B, what has been your one thing for your eBay business lately? Well, it's not sourcing, because I actually have quite a bit of items. My main thing right now, and I'll just be 100% honest, I haven't been doing a ton of eBay lately. It's kind of been put in a back burner. But when I get back home and I move into my new place, because I've had quite a few things going on behind the scenes and focus is elsewhere. But anyways, my one thing's going to be listing. It's going to definitely be listing. I've got to definitely get that back on track, get a routine going, and that's it. I mean, so many people have, you know, whether it's 50 or 100 or 500 items at their house, and they're procrastinating. They're not listing, and it's just sitting there. And, you know, don't even think about going out and hustling and buying stuff if you've got hundreds of items at home. It's not smart. And I've talked about this before. When I was first getting started on eBay, one of my big challenges was I was so addicted to the thrill of the hunt, and so addicted to, you know, hitting the thrift stores, especially, even more than garage sales, that I accumulated this huge amount of inventory and it wasn't listed, and I started having cash flow issues, and to kind of extend upon that a little bit, what I mean is, like, I was running out of cash because I was just spending, and I didn't have enough sales coming in because I wasn't listing enough. So things started to turn around a couple years back. Okay, I'm gonna come back for the Worms Bonafide. Things started to turn around when I decided, okay, I have enough inventory, I'm just gonna list. And I think at that point, this was probably 3 years ago, I was listing about 10 items a day. This is before I had, I was still living at home with my parents, and 3 or 4 years ago, probably 3 years ago. This is before I had a warehouse space, I didn't have any employees, and I was doing everything on my own. But 10 listings a day, like, made the difference for me. So if you're new on eBay and you're trying to figure out, like, how many items do I have to list a day to make consistent sales, how many, you know, items do I have to list a day to start making a decent income, for me to be able to quit my job, and again, I didn't have a ton of bills, right? I was a single guy, I was living at home, you know, I had a small little car payment, I didn't have a rent, like, I had it very, very easy. So I want to put that out there. 10 items a day was able to get me pretty much to the point where I was like, okay, I could earn some money, I'm making consistent sales, I'm saving money, and it's gonna be different for everybody. You know, you've got one thing that I would recommend is, if you want to quit your job and you want to be a reseller or whatever you want to do, figure out what your expenses are each month, right? Figure out how much money it costs for you to live, right? So break down everything, break down, you know, your car payment, your rent, you know, clothing, food, everything, health insurance, car insurance. Break it all down and figure out how much that you actually need each month to survive. And then you can start to kind of reverse engineer it in terms of, okay, I need this many sales per month on eBay, right? So maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's $1,000 or $2,000 you need. And then start to break down, okay, well, if I sold X amount of items at, you know, X amount of dollars, how many items is that? And then you can kind of reverse engineer it. Okay, I have to sell 5 items a day at 25 bucks to make, I don't know, 3,000 a month. I'm just throwing out a random number. So that definitely helps right there. Flip this thing around. YouTube Live is super cool. 84 people watching live. Hey, if you're watching live right now, do me a big favor, guys. Smash the like button. I can't say it enough. And leave a comment. Let me know. I'll answer some questions. How are you doing with the wholesale formula? I've actually been picking through the course. It's been slow just because the wholesale formula, that course is massive. It is a huge, huge course. I don't know if any of you guys went through and purchased the wholesale formula course. If you did, I'm sure you know the position that I'm in. It's a very large course, and a lot of the things that are outlined in the course take time. So I think it's great. I think it's a great course, and I'm still going through it. Hey, Adam, what's going on, Biohazard? Good to see you. Are you doing merch now? I'm actually not doing merch. I had gotten approved. The funny thing is, I signed up for merch like a year ago, and they wouldn't approve me. So then I signed up under my personal name, and they wouldn't approve me. So then I signed up under one of my LLC names, and they didn't approve me. And then all of a sudden they approved both of my accounts in like one day. So now I had 2 accounts, and I just had it sitting there. And about 4 months ago, I was getting ready to upload some designs, and they kicked me off. They banned both of my accounts. And what had happened, like, I don't know if it was 3 or 4 months ago, is if you didn't list an item on merch, like if you had an account for X amount of time, but you hadn't uploaded anything, they kicked you off. So I actually got kicked off or banned. I don't know. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't use it. And as you know, with merch right now, they're going through some growing pains, right? Probably with like not manufacturing, fulfillment and distribution and whatnot. So I'm not doing that. I am doing Shopify. I have my own Shopify store, and I sell custom apparel within a specific niche that I'm pretty passionate about. And I sell, what do I sell? Hoodies, long sleeve shirts, t-shirts, V-necks, hats, mugs, and it's a print on demand service, kind of like merch, but I use a fulfillment center called Custom Cat, and pretty much when I get an order, Shopify communicates with my fulfillment center, Custom Cat, and they print on demand. It's print on demand. They print it, they ship it, and fulfill it for me. So it's pretty cool. Axel, what's going on, dude? Have you ever thought about moving from Connecticut? Yes. I've talked about this several times before. I'm sick of the cold weather. I really, really am. The only thing that's holding me back and keeping me in Connecticut right now pretty much is my family, to be 100% honest, and the girlfriend. But besides those factors, I mean, the weather's killing me. It's not a really like healthy kind of fit area. There's not really a ton of like cool things to eat and cool things to do. I mean, I want to move to a warmer location. I love Austin, Texas out here. It's great. And maybe the West Coast, but I know it's super, super expensive out there in California when I visited. So I'm not sure if I'm ready for that leap. But I want to get towards the warm weather. I'll tell you that much. Is it better to buy, let me flip this around. Is it better to buy a Gaylord full of books or go out and get them? So someone's asking about Gaylords of books, which is pretty much a term for like a really large amount of books. I think a Gaylord is like this big, like thick, heavy duty cardboard box, and it fits, I don't know if it's like a ton of books or whatnot. I don't have any experience with bulk books. If you follow my buddy over at Busproof Business, I believe, Greg Murphy and Brian Young, they're big into the bulk purchases of books, and I know they buy Gaylords and whatnot. So I don't know really anything about, you know, how they go about acquiring them in that specific business model, but I know it works. I know people run businesses, you know, with that strategy. So it works. It's just a matter of, you know, giving it a shot. Sometimes if you go to the thrift stores, they have Gaylords in the back. That's cool. What is your favorite thing to flip lately? That's a tough question. I mean, for me personally, it's not that I like super like enjoy flipping these items, but it's just so easy. Lately, it's been either toys or books. You know, I love eBay. I love selling clothing. Like in terms of like what am I passionate most about, it's clothing on eBay. I know the most. I enjoy it. Like I'm good at it. But as of late, I'd say it's probably books or toys, just because like you walk into a Goodwill and you see a toy there, maybe it's brand new in a box, and you literally just scan it, you get home. A lot of times you don't even have to prep it and you ship it in, and the margins are crazy. The same with books. I love selling books, and lately my mother, I don't know if you guys know, she's big into books. She has been just wiping out the town. Every time I go to my Savers, she's already there. And she's been killing it with books, finding some great deals. But books have been getting beat up. Someone asked what type of books. You know, textbooks, of course, are going to be the best ones. Following that are going to be any type of odd, unique, obscure, instructional books, anything weird, anything that's just different. I don't know how to put it. It's so weird. Like, I can't put it into words, but like I could see a book without even scanning it, and a lot of times I could tell if it's profitable or not just because it looks weird. Like, and what I mean by that is, think of the opposite of like mass produced. Like you see some of those books out there, Twilight or something that's just like a movie's been like, there's been a book after a movie or vice versa. Like those are the ones you want to avoid. But anything just unique, right? But books have been getting beat up lately. They've been getting beat up pretty bad. Not only with the introduction of the long-term storage fee with Amazon, which pretty much hits sellers with a single SKU at about the 6-month mark. They hit you with the long-term storage fee. And then there's also the increase of fees as well, just, you know, on the selling fees and everything. So it's challenging, but there's money to be made. The real difference now in the book market is instead of picking up those $8, $9 books that would usually make me, you know, $3 profit pretty quick, I have to put those back and focus more on like the $12 ones plus. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna get rolling. Just wanted to touch base with you guys on YouTube Live, the new mobile functionality, and give it a test, see how it's going. It looks like everything went smooth. So if you guys enjoyed this little one-on-one talk, with bald Raiken. Man, my hair is, I just shave it off now. I'm looking at myself. I look like an egghead. It just goes. I wear it out long, and anyways, guys, that's another story, but you know, I like it. Anyways, if you did like this video, give me a like. I definitely appreciate that. Leave a comment after the video as well. Let me know where you're from, and if you have any challenges, anything that you're struggling with, and I'll do my best to get in the comments and answer a question for you guys if I can. But yeah, if you're going to be in Vegas at the ASD Wholesale Trade Show, if you see me there, don't be shy. Come up, say hello, and I would love to meet you. So anyways, guys, take care, have a good one, and have a successful day. Make some sales. Bye.